members of the diplomatic corps, rabbis, community leaders, distinguished guests and friends. Tonight we remember those in our community whose families were directly affected by the Shoah. We've heard the stories of survival and the stories of sorrow. For all those who spoke, they are here today because their family members miraculously survived the Shoah and were able to escape the Nazis, before the outbreak of World War II. I would like to thank them all for sharing their personal stories. Back in December of last year, a certain New Zealand pop star announced she was going to play in Israel, and then quickly cancelled her concert following pressure from the anti-Israel BDS campaign. The backlash from this saw a significant rise of online anti-Semitism from people across the world, but also specifically here in New Zealand. Almost a month later to the day, on International Holocaust Memorial Day, Dame Susan Devoy, the Race Relations Commissioner, noted in her speech at an event at Wellington as her shocking disappointment at the levels of anti-Semitism in New Zealand. Her speech was put on Facebook page for the Human Rights Commission, which was followed by anti-Semitic comments, often focusing on Israel. On the same day, I received a message via Facebook from someone in Birmingham in the UK that I'd never met, never had any contact with, did not know. The message read, stop spreading your filth, you Zionists. Underneath the message was a picture of a swastika. This was just the start of a barrage of anti-Semitic and anti-Zionistic posts that eventually led to death threats. The Emirates' chief rabbi, Lord Sachs, in a speech to the European Parliament, warned that hate that begins with the Jews never ends with the Jews. That anti-Semitism means denying the rights of Jews to exist collectively, as Jews with the same rights as everyone else. And that anti-Semitism takes on different forms in different ages. In the Middle Ages, Jews were hated because of their religion. In the 19th and 20th century, they were hated because of their race. Today, they're hated because of the nation-state of Israel. To be clear, not all criticism of Israel is anti-Semitism, and not all critics of Israel are anti-Semitic. If that was the case, most Israelis would be classed as anti-Semitic themselves. However, denying the Jewish people the same rights as every other nation in the world and calling for the annihilation of Israel is. Those supporting the BDS, the boycott, disinvestment and sanctions, a campaign against Israel, one that is reminiscent of the boycott we saw in 1930s Germany, and those who chant, from the Jordan to the sea, Palestine will be free, do so knowing that the aim is no Jewish state. Just where they think the Jewish people in Israel will go, they never say, because they know full well that this would mean the bloodshed of another 6.4 million Jews. Why am I focusing on Zionism in Israel today? The reason is that anti-Semitism is on the rise throughout the world, and especially in Europe and America. But it is also alive here in New Zealand. It was evident when my daughter walks into the science lab and fellow students say in a loud and clear voice so she can hear, better turn off the gas taps. It's alive when the experience of every one of the 20 or so Jewish children I have taught before they go on March for Living. But when I've asked them the question, have they experienced anti-Semitism in school, every single one of them has said yes. Whilst it is often in the form of a joke, and dismissed as a joke, we all know where this can lead. And when there is escalation in trouble in Israel, the comments are no longer jokes.